8 compliments that make women fall for you. Imagine this. One well-placed sentence, just a single line, could send her pulse racing and keep you living in her thoughts for years to come. So why waste that chance with basic compliments like, "You're hot" or "Nice dress"? Welcome back, everyone. Let's be honest, most guys don't realize how influential their words can be. They assume attraction is all about looks, status, or money. But what truly makes you unforgettable isn't what you show her, it's how you make her feel. And here's the twist. One of the most underrated tools you have is a genuine, skillfully delivered compliment. Think about this. Have you ever witnessed a woman's entire demeanor shift because of something a man said? That's not just charm, it's impact. In today's video, I'm revealing 8 deep, psychologically charged compliments that go way beyond empty flattery. These aren't desperate pickup lines. They're authentic words that make a woman feel seen, respected, and emotionally drawn to you. Because let's face it, if you're tossing out the same dry compliments every other guy is using, you'll blend right into the crowd. But if you adopt a stoic approach, strategic, calm, and self-assured, your words will carry serious weight. You'll not only stand out, you'll stick. So, if you're ready to upgrade your approach and leave a lasting impression that lingers in her mind, make sure to hit that subscribe button. This channel is about building mastery over your mind, your relationships, and the way you move through the world. Compliment number 1. That fragrance you're wearing is addictive. It's incredible. Most guys overlook this entirely, but complimenting a woman's scent can be one of the most powerful things you ever say to her. Scent is tied directly to memory and emotion through the limbic system in the brain. One single smell can pull you back into a specific moment in time, maybe a childhood memory, a summer night, or the first time you met someone special. That's why when you tell a woman her fragrance is addictive, you're not just complimenting her choice of perfume. You're letting her know that her presence has a lingering effect on you, emotionally and mentally. This isn't about saying you smell good. That's surface level. You're saying something deeper. Your presence stays with me even after you leave. That's something most men don't even think to express. But a man who notices the little things, a scent, a vibe, an energy, is rare, and women feel that. Now here's the stoic part. You don't throw this compliment out in a needy tone. You say it calmly, with certainty, with confidence, not as a tactic to impress her, but because you genuinely notice, you observe, you express with intention. And when you deliver that line in the right tone, it leaves an impression that sticks, not just in her mind, but in her senses. Every time she wears that fragrance again, she'll remember you. That's not just chemistry, that's psychological imprinting, and it makes you unforgettable. Compliment number 2. Your smile lights up the whole room. A smile might seem small, but its impact is massive. When a woman smiles, it's more than just an expression. It's energy. A genuine smile can shift the entire atmosphere of a room. It brings warmth, connection, and light to even the tensest spaces. So when you say, "Your smile lights up the whole room," you're not complimenting her physical features. You're acknowledging her presence, her effect, and the way her energy transforms everything around her. Most guys say things like, "Nice smile," or "You look cute when you smile." It's lazy. It's surface level. But a man who understands emotional intelligence and presence sees the effect of that smile. He doesn't just notice the curve of her lips, he notices how it makes people feel. How it shifts the mood, how it eases the room. A stoic man sees these subtleties. He isn't distracted by superficial attraction. He observes deeply and speaks with meaning. When you tell her her smile changes the room, you're not just giving a compliment, you're telling her she has power, emotional power, social power. She might hear she's pretty every day. But this lands differently. It's a reflection of her inner influence, not her outer appearance. And that's rare. That's memorable. Say it with grounded sincerity, and she'll not only remember your words, she'll remember how you saw her. Compliment number 3. I love how real you are. You're just unapologetically you. In today's world, authenticity is almost rebellious. So many people hide behind filters, on social media and in real life. Everyone's trying to be liked, to fit in, to meet some standard. But when a woman is genuinely herself, when she shows up unfiltered and unafraid to be who she is, that's rare and powerful. When you tell her, I love how real you are, you're not just giving praise, you're recognizing her courage. You're saying, I see the real you and I respect it. That kind of compliment hits deeper than any line about looks or style. Because what you're admiring isn't just what she shows the world, it's what she chooses to stay true to, even when the world tries to mold her. And let's be honest, being real isn't always neat or easy. It can be messy, misunderstood, even judged. But it's also magnetic. There's something irresistible about someone who knows who they are and doesn't need external approval to own it. From a Stoic perspective, this is everything. Stoicism teaches alignment with truth. It values integrity over image. When you admire a woman's authenticity, you're connecting with her on a principle level, not just emotional or physical. You're saying, you don't need to perform to earn my respect. And that kind of honesty is rare in today's world. It stands out. She'll feel seen in a way that almost no one else offers, and she'll remember that. And you. Compliment number 4. The way you see the world, it really makes me think. We live in a world that pushes sameness. People follow trends, echo opinions, and rarely stop to question anything. So when you come across someone whose mind works differently, someone who sees life through her own unique lens, it's refreshing, it's rare, and it's deeply attractive. Telling a woman, the way you see the world really makes me think, is one of the highest compliments you can give. You're not just admiring her intelligence, you're appreciating her perspective. You're telling her, your thoughts challenge me. You expand how I think. Most men stop at what's visible, looks, style, body language. But a deeper man, a stoic man, looks inward. He wants to know how she views life, what she questions, what she believes. He's not just drawn to her beauty, he's intrigued by her mind. This kind of compliment takes you out of the just another guy category and places you in a different league. You're not just complimenting how she looks, you're reflecting how she thinks. That's the type of emotional and intellectual intimacy women don't hear often, but crave. And let's not forget, from a Stoic lens, independent thinking is sacred. Stoics don't follow blindly. They reflect, analyze, and respect those who do the same. So when you tell her her mind inspires you, you're showing her you see more than a face. You see depth, and that makes you unforgettable. Compliment number 5. Your energy makes me want to be the best version of myself. This one hits differently. You're not just saying she's fun or positive, you're saying her presence upgrades you. That's rare. We all know people who drain us, people whose negativity, chaos, or drama makes us feel heavy. But then there are those rare individuals whose vibe is uplifting, magnetic, and powerful. Being around them makes you want to think better, act better, be better. When you tell a woman, your energy makes me want to level up, you're giving her one of the most sincere forms of respect. Most guys will say, you're beautiful, or you're sexy. That's surface level. But when you talk about how someone inspires you to rise without trying to, it shifts everything. Now you're connecting on a level beyond attraction. You're talking about impact. And from a Stoic point of view, this is vital. A Stoic man values growth. He surrounds himself with people who sharpen his focus, elevate his discipline, and challenge his comfort zones. So when a woman's presence helps you access that higher version of yourself, you say it. You honor that. Not in a needy way, not in a please like me way, but from grounded admiration. When you express this, she'll know she's not just desired, she's respected. She'll feel that what she brings into the world matters. And that's the kind of compliment that turns temporary attention into lasting admiration. Compliment number 6. You're one of the most thoughtful people I've ever met. It really shows. In a world full of noise, ego, and self-promotion, thoughtfulness is often overlooked. Yet it's one of the rarest and most beautiful qualities a person can possess. It's not loud, it's not flashy, but it's incredibly powerful. When you tell a woman, you're one of the most thoughtful people I've ever met, you're not just complimenting her manners. You're appreciating who she is. You're acknowledging the little things she does, the way she listens, remembers, checks in, or goes out of her way to make others feel valued. Most people don't notice that stuff. They're too busy being impressed by appearances or status. But the man who pays attention to thoughtfulness, that's a man who sees deeper. And trust me, she'll know the difference. Thoughtfulness is about intention, it's about presence, it's about kindness that isn't performative. From a Stoic lens, these qualities matter more than charm or charisma. The Stoic man values inner character and consistent actions over temporary impressions. When he sees that in someone else, he acknowledges it. So when you give this compliment, do it with sincerity. Let her know that her quiet efforts are seen, that her way of caring hasn't gone unnoticed. In a world that often rewards loudness, you're telling her that substance still matters. That kind of recognition, it doesn't just touch the heart, it stays in the soul. Compliment number 7. You make people feel safe around you. It's something really special. Safety isn't always physical, it's emotional too. And when a woman can create a space where people feel comfortable, accepted, and free to be themselves, that's a rare kind of power. Telling her, "You make people feel safe," goes way beyond admiration. It's a recognition of her emotional intelligence and the kind of energy she brings into the world. Most compliments focus on appearance or external traits. But this one? It's about her aura, her ability to make others let their guard down, to speak freely without judgment, to just breathe. That kind of presence is calming, grounding, and unforgettable. It makes her more than attractive. It makes her irreplaceable. When you say this, you're telling her that she's not just easy to talk to. She's someone who changes the room without saying a word. People don't open up to her by accident. They do it because her presence feels trustworthy, safe, steady. From a Stoic point of view, that's the type of impact a man should also strive to have, creating calm in a world of chaos, offering clarity when everyone's distracted. So when you recognize that same energy in a woman, it resonates even deeper. Don't say this as flattery, say it as observation, say it as a man who understands the weight of emotional presence. Because when a woman knows she brings peace into people's lives, she'll never forget the man who told her so. Compliment number 8. You've got this quiet strength about you. It's rare and incredibly attractive. Not all strength is loud. In fact, the strongest people are often the calmest ones. They don't need to dominate a room or be the center of attention. Their power speaks through presence, composure, and grace. When you say, "You have a quiet strength about you," you're acknowledging something deeper than surface confidence. You're recognizing inner resilience. This kind of strength shows in the way she handles pressure, how she stays grounded when things fall apart, how she lifts others without making it about herself. It's in her calm gaze, steady tone, and the way she never needs to prove herself to anyone. She simply is. Most men don't see this. They're busy chasing drama, loud personalities, or flashy attention. But the man who notices quiet strength, that's a man who understands true power. And when you say this to a woman, you're letting her know you see her. Not for how loud she is, but for how unshakable she is. Stoicism values composure, resilience, and quiet self-mastery. A Stoic man respects those who carry strength without ego. So when you give this compliment, it lands differently. You're not praising what the world sees. You're validating what most people miss. Say it with calm certainty. Let her feel that you understand her strength without needing her to perform it. That's the kind of compliment that doesn't fade. It roots itself in her memory. Because being truly seen, that's unforgettable. Gentlemen, here's the truth most men miss. Real attraction doesn't come from fancy lines or chasing approval. It comes from presence, from intention, from learning to see beyond the obvious and speak to the things most people overlook. These compliments weren't about flattery. They were about impact. When you speak with purpose, when your words come from awareness instead of neediness, when you can recognize the soul in a woman, not just the surface, you don't just attract her attention, you earn her respect. That's what sets you apart. Not your status, not your appearance, but the way you move, the way you think, and the way you make her feel seen. And that, my friend, is the Stoic advantage. It's not about being louder, it's about being more grounded, more deliberate, more aware. That's how you stand out in a world full of noise, by being a man of depth, of silence, of strength. So the next time you open your mouth to speak, ask yourself, am I saying this to impress her or to express who I am? Because one builds a moment, the other builds legacy. If you found value in this, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. Every video here is designed to sharpen your mindset, upgrade your emotional intelligence, and elevate your relationships. Until next time, stay grounded, stay calm, and always speak with meaning.